It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
You decide when you lose, not other people.
And Blabs.
I like pickles.
And co-hosted by our friends from around the internet. If you like common sense, hit that thumbs up button and, of course, the subscribe button. And join us Monday through Friday live at 11 a.m. Central Time. And now, broadcasting from our homes, it's time for the #1 gaming and entertainment podcast on God's green earth. It's time for Side Scrollers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, hello, everybody. Good to see you. It's my crazy face here. What's going on, everybody? Welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com and SideScrollers.locals.com. You get my face today, and that is it. As storms came through the North Texas area and have knocked out the power, so you get my flashing face. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Here we are, ready to go. But I'll tell you what, we are powered through. We have found solutions, and we've got a great group of folks joining us today, including, ladies and gentlemen, the birthday girl. It's Blabs.
Hi, hello guys. Yes, I am the master today. I'm the host. Actually, we can't even say master apparently, according to Epic. So
right.
I am, I don't know, the white savior. Hello.
You can't say white either.
I am. What do you can't probably can't even say savior either. I am just an unidentified person.
You're just a lowly they them. Maybe
yeah, because you can't even say woman.
Maybe Blabs, you should be a very big comic book character in a video game soon. I'm just saying, that'd be good. Joining us today with full camera in wonderful black and white and gray, it's Razor Fist. What's up, Razor?
If you're talking about my baby, yes, Godspeed, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't know your birthday was like 2 days before mine. That's amazing.
Oh my God, we're birthday babies. Are you May 30th?
Right? I'd like to dedicate Memorial Day to all the veterans of the meme wars and Gamergate. Let's pause and have a moment of silence for Anita Sarkeesian's waistline and Zoe Quinn's career.
All right. No. Tough stuff. We'll power through today, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be yes. Well, look, it's a double birthday day. How great is that, huh? That's good stuff. Love that. Do we have a third birthday today? As joining us today, running the timestamps, will we go 3 for 4 today? Extrazero, is it your birthday?
It is not my birthday.
Okay, you're out. He's out.
Yeah.
Nope, he's out. Don't want to deal with it. Can't deal with it. No. You know, my birthday's coming up here in just a few weeks too. That'll be fun.
You can't sit with us, Craig. That's June.
Yeah.
I'll be turning 21.
This stream is for people who feel the rapid encroachment of death exclusively. Thank you very much.
Well, hey, Extrazero, good to see you.
How's it going, everybody? Happy birthday to Blabs.
Well, thank you.
My present is doing the timestamp, so there you go.
Love that. Well, we're glad everybody's joining us today. We got a great one lined up. If you'd like to wish everybody happy birthday, please do so in the chat. We really, I think that's great. I love it. Razor, how old are you turning?
25.
That's awesome. Eternally 25. Oh man.
100.
2,500. Yes. Well, look, we got a great show today. We have a lot to talk about. Blabs is going to be running the ship. I'm going to be guiding the ship, but Blabs is the captain now.
I'm the captain now.
So, Craig, now that you're getting to that age, are you just going to start pulling Lord of the Rings quotes with the "I was there"?
Well, I'll tell you what. As the resident Lord of the Rings expert who has seen all 3 movies in the last 2 months, I would like to say that there's a distinct possibility that high Lord of the Ring references will be done from now until forever. So, yes, absolutely.
What are the hobbits' names?
So today on the show, we're gonna have a really great. We have a lot to talk about.
That's what I thought.
He's like, one of them
is
one is Sambo Baggins, right? Something like that, right?
No, it's obviously potato,
right?
Potato, boiling them, smash them, put them in a stew, right? Okay, look, let's actually do this. What are the Lord of the Rings hobbits' names? Okay, we have Sleepy, We got
What?
Doc.
Right.
Happy.
Chris Chan.
No, that's good stuff. But we are live over at rumble.com/sidescrollers. Join us over there, hit the follow button. And as we continue to grow, it's been great, man. Like, I love that we went from like 0 viewers over there, and just over the last year, we've continuously grown. It's been great. And why do we love Rumble, Blabs?
Because it grows organically.
That's right. We also have an X account where you could have found out that Razor was going to be on the show. Don't think Extrazero was listed on that because we didn't.
No, that was like within the hour. I was like, shit, I'm going to need someone to help me with timestamps or else I'm screwed for later. So.
Hey, but big ups to Extrazero for popping in on the fly, helping save the show today. But you can also watch the show over on X at Sidescroller Pod. We have an Instagram account, don't we, Blabs?
Yes, we do. So follow us for memes and clips of the show. And currently, they are really loving the memes that I'm posting there every so often. So
all right,
thanks to Legion of Memers for that. And other memers.
Legion of Memers are great. We also have a Kick account. You can watch us over there. And if you want to listen to the show and not stare at our stupid faces like my stupid, crazy face today, you can find us over on Apple Podcast and on Spotify, which is great. And, of course, at sidescrollers.locals.com. Today, we are currently sitting at 82,600 subscribers, growing a little bit more every single day. If you guys haven't yet hit the subscribe button over here on YouTube, let's do our best to get to 900 likes as well. So scroll your little mouse over to that thumbs up button. Move your little thumb over to that thumbs up button and hit that like button. Why? Because it helps. It helps with the algorithm. It's great. And let's do our best to get to 25 memberships today. Now, Blabs, I would be remiss if I didn't let everybody know that we are running. The time is ticking down to pick up your Blabs the Tower Tard t-shirt and bucket hat. We've sold literally hats, some hats. We've sold some of them. The bucket hat has not been the best seller, Blabs, but I'll tell you what. Look at that. Look at how happy she is.
I got a bucket hat. I'm happy.
She didn't isolate that crucial blossom market.
Yes. Do you understand that reference, Blast? Blossom?
No, it almost sounds like flowers.
Okay, Gilligan Market. What about that?
Someone did make that Gilligan and Skipper meme.
Yeah.
Every 30 years, the bucket hat, like, so we're ahead of the curve right here because we're about 10 years before the bucket hat coming back. So by the time the bucket hat comes back, the Blabs the Tower Tard hat will be retro, which will be awesome. Yes. So pick it up right now for when your children are teenagers.
Yeah, you can say you did it before it was cool.
That's right. Oh my gosh. But yes, you can also pick up that, and you can also pick up my daughter's t-shirt, which I love the design so much. I just put it on a shirt. The Let Us Skateboard t-shirt. My 9-year-old daughter made that design. She made it at school. She's like, look at this. And I literally just transferred it over to a t-shirt because I loved it so much. Currently, Razor, I'm giving her $5 for every shirt that she sold. She's made $40. It's like, heck yeah. She's like, when do I get paid?
I wonder where she
like,
got that from.
Sweetie, we'll talk about royalties later.
That's right. It's great. So if you like to support my child, you can do it by picking that up over there. It's going to go to our post-high school fund. I don't want to say college fund because we don't know if she's going to be going to college or not. So, it's a little too early. She's 9 and college is Satan. So, there's that.
Yeah.
But yes.
When I was going, I'm the youngest one here, there was one humanities professor, and she was so leftist and so like Trump derangement syndrome. And it wasn't even in America. That was the best part. I'm like, why are we talking about this? We're not even in America. Yeah, crazy shit. The end.
It was in Guam.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. That's one of those things where you look at the situation, you look at all this crazy thing going on, and you go, I just don't know. I just don't know if college is the right thing. So, but either way, we're here and ready to rock.
I'm imagining Blabs attending college in like Burma or something.
Gosh,
you'll never know.
Burma Blabs.
Yes.
I say there's no shame in getting certificates and doing a vocation at all.
Yes.
Art school. Art kid, I dropped out. It wasn't for me, and I do very well.
Yeah.
I won't go into what I do, but I do very well.
Didn't feel like flushing all your money down a toilet, I guess.
It's funny because college is supposed to be a place where you go to think critically and independently, and it was far from it. My experience was they wanted to put me in a box, and there was just no flexibility. Like even down to my art, it was like, oh, they want you to do what they want you to conform. And I'm like, hey, this is opposite of what I was sold. So,
well,
yeah, I had a philosophy professor who was kind of like nationwide famous for half a second because during the Iraq War, he called for the death of George W. Bush and got recorded saying it.
Oh, wow.
And it got leaked to radio stations and got leaked to TV. And he was like convinced he was going to be famous off this. He looked like a philosopher too. He's like bald with a big bushy gray beard. And like, it was amazing. He looked like a lawn gnome. And that class degenerated into the Razor debates the professor hour. And every time I raised my hand, you could hear the whole classroom audibly groan.
Yes.
Dude, I had a couple of those kids who like always had to answer and everything, and everyone else was like, ugh.
Oh yes.
It's like, Razor raises his hand and you look over him and he is in black and white for some reason, and everyone just goes, oh fuck.
Razor was Hermione Granger in college. Understood.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, look, we do have a big day
That was before the sex change.
We do have a big show for you guys today. Like I said, it is we're going to be celebrating Blabs' birthday and now Razor's birthday, which is great. Which is how wonderful
babies.
is that? Yes. But first, we'd like to let everybody know that Antihero came in with the €5 money. It says, can we have a moment of silence in memory of Harambe, who gave his life on this day in 2016? Thanks, you Antihero. Appreciate that. Rest in peace, Harambe.
Dick's out.
Wait.
That's getting clipped.
JR came in. Says, happy birthday, Blabs. Hope it's funny. Thanks, JR. Look at this. Vemarain came in and says, happy birthday, you gorgeous legends. Blabby, looking breathtaking. Razor, you plan something for your birthday? You plan anything for your birthday there?
She's more breathtaking than COVID.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
I wish you could have read that in the Kathleen Kennedy Cartman voice, though.
Can you do that, Extrazero?
I don't think I can do that one. I could try. Let's pull that one back up.
I don't have any more.
I deleted it. Sorry.
Damn it, Craig!
But Tommy came in with the Danish super sticker that's red, and that's awesome. Thanks, Tommy.
Awesome.
Appreciate
Thank
that.
you, Tommy.
Love that. Speaking of red, Raven the Red came in, says, you forgot the great Hobbit, Mr. Second Breakfast. Iron Age Media came in with a 10, says, happy birthday, Blabs and Razors. Get yourself a jar of pickles and 5 rounds of Mauser ammo, respectively.
No, the ammo's for me, the pickles are for Razor.
What?
I don't know if that's the priority.
No, the jar is to keep the rounds in.
Oh, right. So I gotta eat the pickles. Okay, I got it.
Gotta keep the moisture.
I had some
off.
pickles yesterday. Does that count? Pretty good.
What kind of pickles?
They were dill pickles. So my favorite of all time are Famous Dave's. So
The Hellfire. Okay, if you like spicy, there's
I don't like spicy.
Well,
I finally have a reason to use this.
I don't care.
You know what? I miss going.
Well, that was before the change.
I miss going to the state fair just for the pickles that are like the size of your
big pickle.
forearm.
Yeah.
Gigantic.
Just
Where do they even grow those, for Christ's sake?
They use a thing called cucumbers, and
it looks like a harvested human organ. It doesn't even look like a pickle.
Yeah, there was this lady I used to call the pickle lady, and I'd see her at fairs and everything.
Maybe it's why Chinese people always sell them.
What? I've never seen Chinese people sell pickles before.
Lord Botha came in and says, happy birthday, Blabs. Hey, did you know you share a birthday with Mazza?
Yes, I finally share a birthday with someone, even though Mazza's birthday is September.
Well, also Mazza doesn't call him Lord Botha. He calls him little brother.
Well, little brother. Yeah.
Tomac came in with the 10, says, so Razor, with your 2500th birthday coming up, can you tell us how long ago was it that you meet truckin'?
What?
I don't know what that was.
Thanks.
You know it's bad when it's a reference I don't get.
Dylan came in and says, because Razor wins Sabaton.
No. And today's not my birthday. It's in like 2 days.
Yeah, it's a couple days from now.
Or 2 or 3, actually.
Wait, are you a May 30th or May 31st?
31st.
Okay, so you're still a May baby. You're allowed
last day right under the wire.
Craig can't sit with us. He's June.
That's right. I'm a Gemini. That's right. So deal with it.
I'm late enough in May that I get to be a Gemini.
Yeah.
All right.
Shit, we're all Geminis together.
That really explains the show.
A lot, really.
Yes, it really does.
It
It's great.
explains a lot.
Hey, Black Metal Gamer came in with the 5, says, what's the difference between a homo and a freezer? The freezer doesn't fart when you pull out the meat.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Antihero came in with a 10, says, please, friends, join us Germans in June by using hashtags, that, Pride Month in German, to trigger the woke. We beat Pride Month on Twitter last year by a mile and would like the world to do the same. Thanks, Antihero. Appreciate that. Speaking of Pride Month, man, I'm going to tell you this right now. We're going to have a great piece of merchandise for Pride Month coming up in just a few days. You know, as a matter of fact, I think I may make it available tomorrow because just to get a heads up on the Pride Month stuff, because we're going in deep. It's going to be great.
Crazy phrasing when you're talking about that.
Oh no, I know exactly what I said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Crazy T says, happy birthday, Blabs and Razor Day, or happy Blabs and Razor Day. Let's go. Thanks, Crazy T. Appreciate that. And Antihero came back and says, happy birthday, Blabs and Razor. May your wishes come true. I love the chemistry between you two. It's incredibly cute to watch.
Thank you. Yeah. Razor's like, I want to go throw up. Thanks.
Yeah, the wedding's on Thursday.
Hey, Game and Newfie came in and says, with the $25 direct donation, says, just watch the Batman video, Razor, and holy shit, do I agree 100%. Killing innocents is murder. Killing evil is justice. Grow up, commie writers. Find Jesus and Godspeed. Also, happy birthday, Blabs and Razor.
Thank you.
Right on.
Let's go. And Wildo T. Baggins came in. Says, make me laugh, please. Still in shock how bad the Nick stuff is. BLM stream. Brought my own memories. 17 years sober. Pray for all involved. Yeah, you know, we're not really going to talk about the Nick Dracata stuff. We talked about that earlier, a few shows ago, and there's not really a whole lot to say outside of like if you need help, go get help, and we hope this is the rock bottom for him, and hope we can clean things up. So we'll just kind of leave it at that. Cream NATO says, y'all got to get on that X Defiant grind. I need at least 2.45 KD from y'all. Extra, you got to get hit 14.3 to carry the team.
I actually played it last night.
How is that game? Is
it fun? I like it. I was playing with Mike and Mazda last night. I didn't play for a whole while. It was about an hour or so, but I like it. It's pretty smooth.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't want to install the Ubisoft launcher. That's my
yeah. I don't like it either. But the actual game itself is great. It's annoying. You have to open up the menu, like the launcher, to invite people. It's like, what is this?
Do they
Why
still
are you making
call
it so
it?
funky?
Do they still call it Uplay? It's the cringiest. It's terrible. Every time I bought, and sometimes you'll buy a game off of Steam, and it'll come with the stupid Uplay launcher, and then you forget your details on your account, and you can never play the game again.
Yeah,
there are entire games in my library I will never play again. Like Far Cry Blood Dragon. I love that game. I'll never play it again because of that Uplay bullshit.
Chat saying it's Ubisoft Connect.
Ubisoft can. Okay, whatever. It's had different names.
All right, we got a lot to talk about today, but I do want to point out that Big Blue Minamiku came in, says, happy birthday, Blabs. Now sing Joey Ramone's version of Happy Birthday to Razor Fist.
This should be the opposite. Why is the birthday girl having this thing? I think Craig should have to do it.
Well, no. In my situation, in this office space that I'm in right now.
Yeah, I want you to sing in your office space.
I know what the Joey Ramone version is, too.
Well, I don't know what that is.
The Joey Ramone version of everything is just sounding like you're retarded and have paste in your mouth. Like just...
So how I normally sound. Got it.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, then why don't you sing, Blabs, why don't you sing Happy Birthday to Razor real quick and knock that out from Big Blue Minamuku right
so
there.
Just sing like a tard?
Yeah, absolutely.
Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday to... I hate you all. To you. Cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday. Am I done now? Good.
No, keep going. I just want to get everyone's reaction.
It's a perfect impersonation.
Razor Fist. Happy birthday to you.
No,
God, where did
that wasn't the Joey
go?
Ramone version?
Yeah, all I see is Joey Ramone. Where
Your
are
face,
you?
bro.
Hey, Big Blue Media Miku, thank you so much. Appreciate that. I put you on the wall, but I don't have a wall today. But thank you very much for that wonderful support. And I'd like to let you know that Kratos El Gratos came in with this message and picked up some merchandise, including the Let Us Skateboard t-shirt. He says, I bought 10 bucket hats to give away at the meetup in Dallas. You're welcome, Tower Tard.
Yes.
Happy birthday to the Tower Tard too, assuming she's your twin.
Thank you.
Hey, Kratos, how dare you? How dare you assume the Tower Tard's gender? That's ridiculous.
The Tower Tard is actually a they, them because it looks like this, but it looks like this.
How dare you?
How dare you? Oh, wait, we got Greta somewhere.
I shouldn't be up here.
Where's Greta?
No,
I've lost her.
You have stolen Blabs' childhood.
How dare you?
I found her.
There you go.
I appreciate that she pops in right in the middle. Like, no matter what we're talking about, she just interrupts. It's vertically sliced.
It's typical Greta. Just shows up when unwanted.
That's right. It's out of nowhere. All right. Look, we do see your super chats. We do see your direct donations. I do not see your Rumble rants because Blabs will need to be seeing those.
Yep, I got him.
Okay,
Holy
great.
shit. All right, we have to get this one.
Okay.
Bentley guy says for $100, says today is a perfect day for Blabs to sing one more time. All right, birthday girl. The chat would like to hear "Never Gonna Give You Up" by good old Rick Astley in an Indian accent. Now back to the time. Why are you guys trying to punish me on my birthday? Like, I don't. Why? Why are you guys so mean to me today?
I love it. I love it. Well, let's save that for later on. Never gonna
you know what?
give you
Extrazero's gonna sing backup. Okay.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
Anytime we have backup when you sing,
Do I still do an Indian accent so I can do it? I just want to tell you how I'm
Wasn't I singing
feeling.
Indian accents the other day on some game? I forget what we were playing. Fall Guys or something?
I
Dead
think
by
so.
Daylight.
Yeah, it was Dead by
Hello, I
Daylight.
want to get out of here.
All right. Well, look, we got a lot to talk about. We're definitely going to get to that in a little bit. And Shane, thank you so much for that ridiculous support over on Rumble.
Thank you.
All right, Blabs, why don't you fill us in on what happened today in gaming history?
Yeah, all right, guys. So here it is. May 28th is Bomberman 64. The second attack was released 24 years ago, back in 2000. Crazy Taxi 2, which Flawed loves, was released back in 2001. And Splatoon, which I hear is all the rave, was released 9 years ago, back in 2015.
Wait, the first Splatoon was released 9 years ago? That's it?
Yeah.
Wii U.
Wii U.
Wow, they're already on like Splatoon 3, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
I've never played one, funny enough.
There were a lot of people who were predicting that wasn't going to do well when it first came out or whatever. And it was like, it's Nintendo.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I play it. I get it. I don't quite get the allure of it, but at the same time, the kids love it. And Nintendo's really pushed it. They pushed it really, really hard. They have like a full esports aspect of things. It's I guess it's done pretty well enough to have like a couple sequels. So good on them. So
I used to play it. I just my only gripe with it is that it's so limited. I mean, it's a Nintendo problem where you're subject to like 2 maps a day or 2 maps for a set time, and I wish it was more open. That's my only gripe, but that's the reason I didn't stick with it.
Music's pretty good in it. I remember.
Music's great.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
Got like Mark Mothersbaugh vibes to it.
I don't know what you just said. Well, either way, Splatoon.
Mark Motherberg? You mean
Mark
Zuckerberg?
Mothersbaugh? No. The guy from Devo. He also had a band with Trent Reznor before Trent Reznor became 9 Inch Nails.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Like 9 Inch Nails soundtrack.
Yeah.
He did all the music for Rugrats. That's where most people know him.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. Now you're speaking my language. I know me some Rugrats. There we go.
How was it that this man, who's going to be 43 in a couple weeks, is like, I'm all about that Bluey life and Rugrats?
Dude, come on now. Bluey and Rugrats. I mean, we're talking 2 of the top 10.
Keep away from the railing, ladies.
That's right.
Taken.
Just relax. I know. Hey, listen, I'm just saying 2 of the top 10 cartoons maybe in history. Bluey and Rugrats. Just throwing it out there.
Rugrats? Really? Out of all the cartoons?
Maybe top 20.
You have shit taste.
Maybe, okay, top 20. Rugrats is lower for sure. But Bluey, I'm telling you, Bluey may be a top 10er. So anyways, whatever. You don't know because you've never seen it. You don't understand.
I will say,
I can't really get a whole lot from you with that face of your profile. So
like, look at me. Look at me,
You're just
Blabs.
like, you don't understand.
Look at me, Blabs. Look into my
I have
eyes.
to say,
yes.
With Bluey, though, everybody's going off of how sad the ending was. Y'all didn't live through David the Gnome like I did.
What happened in David the Gnome?
He dies at the end. He turns into a fucking tree. He and his wife are like, well, we've done all we can in life. We're going to turn into a tree. And it was like, it was just sad. Like they lived their whole lives, but they just turned into fucking trees.
It's like a Zelda in Zelda, where the kid who the kid who's playing the ocarina in Link to the Past just turns into a tree after he's playing for those animals. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was the most bizarre thing. Okay, well, enough sidetrack stuff. We got a lot to talk about today. Let's get into it. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News. Hard News. All right, as Blabs guides us through the video game entertainment space today, she's going to start us off with some wonderful quick hits. What do we have today to brighten our day?
I just want to show you this. This guy has the most amazing reflexes, and he doesn't even do it on purpose. Just watch. Just watch. She's got a bottle, and she's going to throw it into the garbage, but she misses.
Nope. Oh,
what?
He's...
What?
just relax, Ronaldo. Just crazy. Where's Messi at?
And they say hacky sack isn't a real sport.
Wasn't that impressive? Like, that wasn't even planned.
They're right, of course, but they still have to say it.
Wait, hold on. So go back. I want to watch that like 4 more times.
I told you, it's crazy.
Yeah, just keep that thing going. I want to see what's going on.
This is in the UK. This is some soccer hooligan.
Yes, I think that's clearly what's happening. This is not some dude in Iowa here busting this out as hacky sack skills.
Look at his face. He's like, what?
Joke's on him. He's still recycling.
I love that. I love that his face on the way back. He's like, "Whoa, did you see that, honey?" After he bust out a triple, was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with the heel right on in. Hey,
it's impressive.
That is.
I had a similar moment over the weekend.
Oh, really?
Of course you did.
Of course you
did.
No,
I did. I'm not trying to Joe Biden insert myself into this story. But
are you going to start talking about your son, Bo?
Yeah, son, Bo. Sunbird Productions.
He died on the Hindenburg, or was that the Nuremberg?
Oh, Jesus, that went dark. No, we were sitting poolside. It was we were at a graduation party at my in-laws, and my wife was sitting poolside and just raised her arm up at the right time and without even planning it, deflected a beach ball from pelting her in the face. And everybody's like talking about her great reflexes, and it was purely accidental.
Right.
No, you're telling me you don't think that was purely accidental what that guy just did?
I think it was.
Absolutely, it was.
You ever hear Kevin Nash tell the story of proving to Eric Bischoff he wasn't drunk at the spring break show at WCW?
No. Tell me more.
So you remember they did spring break at WCW, and they were like, the ring was surrounded by a swimming pool.
Yes.
You remember this?
Yes.
And Kevin Nash was lit, right? They were just, the NWO were just partiers, right? And Bischoff, they kept showing up drunk, and they wanted, and obviously Scott Hall had an alcohol problem, right? So Eric Bischoff is hunting him down, and he finds Kevin Nash, and he's like, oh my God. He takes one look at Kevin Nash. He's like, you're drunk again. He's like, Kevin Nash is sitting underneath the stands. The stands are like, I don't know, 20 feet above his head. So there's fans above him. And he's like, yeah, you think I'm drunk? And he sees a girl up there, and he like motions to her. She's got like a freaking cocktail or something. And she drops it down onto Kevin Nash, right? This is a cocktail glass. This is a glass with like an olive and everything. It drops straight down. He grabs it in midair, and he's like, oh, yeah? You think I'm drunk?
Oh, yeah.
And Eric Bischoff just shakes his head and walks away. And Kevin Nash turns to Scott Hall and goes, dude, I'm so fucking wasted.
The only thing that would have made the story better is if he missed the cut by like 4 seconds, right? Like as it dropped,
exactly.
just totally swings and misses. Oh, that's awesome. God, to be a fly on the wall of the original NWO, just to right. Be a third party camera, just following them around would have been.
You'd be a pornographer if you had a camera, yeah.
Right, man. Well, hey. Way to go, guy, getting into the recycle bin. Way to go. Totally not drunk.
Yeah. Right. Unfortunately, recycling pollutes more than not recycling, so you're still a tool.
Yes, and let's all get our electric cars too. And I say this as somebody who who has an electric car.
How's that going for you with your power outage?
It died. Well, no, I can still drive it. It's okay.
But what happens when it drains?
Listen, Blabs, I'm gonna look to the sky and put both hands in the sky and ask for the sun gods to grant me powers to drive my car. It'll be great. Nah, but I'll tell you what, it is a great car. It really is.
I like my gasoline.
Me too. To be clear, I think that gasoline cars are awesome. I love gasoline cars. I just like my car because it goes fast. All right.
Should race.
Yeah, we should race. Absolutely. Hey, let's move on to a sad story.
Sad story, the high of everything.
Yeah, I know. We got a sad one, and this I actually knew this guy, and this doesn't really have to do with a whole lot of video games, but it does have to do with entertainment, and in a weird way, it does have to do with gaming. Because do you guys know who Bill Walton is? Do you ever know who he is? Yeah. Bill Walton died yesterday of cancer, and sad to see. It was kind of shocking. I actually thought he was a little older than 71, but died of the big C. And we can go down the rabbit hole of like, do we think we actually have a cure for cancer and why people are dying from cancer or whatnot? But we're not going to do that. But I'll just say this about Bill Walton. I met him in Vegas at a gaming. You can see the tweet right there, but I'll just kind of give you the TLDR of it. Met him in Vegas by pure accident, happenstance. Walked up, saw him. He was sitting there by himself at this gaming event, and it was an esports thing, and he just wanted to learn about video games and esports because he was like looking at potentially like investing in it. And he's like, I don't really know anything about this. I've heard it's a great investment. I want to learn more about it. And we sat there and we talked for like 30 minutes. He had no idea who I was. And this is one of the best basketball players in history. An iconic guy in the world of broadcasting. And he sat there and he treated me just like I was like one of his best friends for like 20, 25, 30 minutes. And when it was done, he said, hey, here's my phone number. Give me a call anytime you want. If you want to talk, reach out about anything. And I said, wow, that's awesome. And it was like, it's like I left going like, wow, he's the nicest guy I've ever met. And he was super nice. I mean, everyone who talked about him yesterday and today and the last couple of days has said that anytime there was a conversation, it wasn't about him. It was about other people. And based off my personal experience, that's exactly what it was. It was not about him because he felt content with himself. He wanted to learn about other people and he wanted to learn about other things. And dude was awesome in my brief time with him. And I don't know. I was really shocked by what a great person he was in a really short amount of time. And just rest in peace, Bill Walton, man. He didn't really affect the gaming space at all, but he affected a lot of people in a really positive way. So
rest in power to the most oppressed minority of all, an NBA white guy.
That's right. Tough stuff. But yes, one of the two-time champion in the NBA, once for Portland and once for the Celtics when his body had really betrayed him. But yes, anyways, just a real quick hit about good old Bill Walton back in the day. I do want to point out that Ian came in with 10 gifted memberships. Wow, Ian, thank you so much. That is spectacular and much appreciated. If you guys got a gifted membership, make sure you guys say thank you so much. Genuinely appreciate it. Consider paying it forward. Ian, Blabs would like to tell you ooh. All right, thank you. And also, Matthew came in with a massive $100 super chat. Says, I have a Prius plug-in XLE, and I guarantee it's faster than all your gas-powered cars. Granted, my car's a hybrid. But if you want a street race me, just name the time and place. Matthew, let them know. Let them know, man.
Does your car go first, second, third, fourth, five, six? Because mine does, and it's cool.
No.
I appreciate his profile picture as well. The Simpsons also back in the day had one of the more scathing critiques on electric cars.
Well, I'll tell you what, they do have. There's no first, second, third, fourth, fifth.
What was the one where the scientist had an electric car that ran on his sense of self-satisfaction?
Oh, that was actually Ed Begley Jr. as himself.
That's awesome. That is spectacular. Yes. And Matthew followed up and says, Prius plug-in XSE. I meant. Thank you, Matthew. The Prius, the electric Prius. Thank you very much. That is extremely generous, and we genuinely appreciate that. Also, Neckrunner came in with a $25 direct donation. Says, Razor, you hit the nail on the head. I love the Anno, A-N-N-O. Am I saying that right? Anno series. And have Anno 1800 installed on Steam. Have not been able to play it because it came with the launcher, and I cannot remember what the hell I made my old Uplay login. Curse you, company logins.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Nick Ronner. Appreciate that. That is really, really nice. All right, let's move on to our next story, Blabs. What do we have?
All right, so this is for all you nerds out there, the card collectors. I thought this was absolutely amazing. And you just have to watch it. I'm not going to explain anything else, but there's a dude with a binder full of cards, and we're just going to play it.
Y'all ain't ever seen a Kaiba with blue eyes on 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 blue eyes now. Okay? Look at the drip.
Look at
Atlanta
the drip.
Kaiba. Atlanta Kaiba. Yeah. Let's see what we got to do with this, nigga. Let's see. Oh, he got the nigga himself. Y'all ain't ever seen a Kaiba.
God, awesome. Imagine how many 10-year-olds he had to mug for all that.
I thought it was amazing. If those are all genuine, sometimes they can be fake just for the cosplay or whatever. That is amazing.
Why does he have the same hair as Owen Wilson?
Oh no! Let's check it out.
Oh my god!
What's going on there?
Hey guys! Oh, sorry, I was trying to do Owen Wilson. Didn't work out very well.
Wow! We gotta play it again.
Y'all ain't ever seen a Kaiba with blue eyes on 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 blue eyes now. Okay? Look at the drip. Atlanta Kaiba. Atlanta
Look
Kaiba.
at that drip.
Yeah. Let's see what we got to do with this, nigga. Let's see. Oh, he got the nigga himself. Y'all ain't even
You know what this reminds me of? So I used to work at a comic store. We used to do the card tournaments, and they would have Pokemon cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, like everyone who's there, a little kid, right? Little kids show up, their parents show up, their parents chaperone them, whatever. Sometimes they would drop them off and go hang out at the mall nearby or whatever. But every time we would have a Pokemon tournament, this dude would come crip walking in. And he's got the oversized shirt. He's got the Dickies apparel. He's got it all down pat. And he'd strut on down and look all hard and then sit down and play Pokemon.
Listen, there ain't nothing better than a nerd strut. You know what I mean? Walk in knowing you the king.
We took to calling him the Poke Thug.
You guys remember Game Crazy?
Is that a store?
Of course, yeah.
It was a store. It was Hollywood's video answer to GameStop. I used to work in one, and we had this guy that used to come in, and he would come in dressed like Neo from the Matrix. He had his like long black trench coat, and he would come in like he was hard. And he'd have the sunglasses on. He'd walk in. He'd take the sunglasses off. And then, like, when you'd go to, like, take his wallet out, you'd see he had, like, and this was, like, 2007, 2008. He'd have, like, a wad of Tamagotchis on connected to his belt. Jesus. So it's like, he's concealing the nerd.
Yo, got them pogs. Got them pogs.
I really just, like, look at the drip.
Right? Oh, that's spectacular. Like, I want to have that guy on the show. I want to know who that guy is.
Who is he? Yeah.
Let's see if we can find that guy. I want to know more about his collection, if those are authentic or if that's just part of his swag.
I think that's just what happened to Cisco after the year 2001.
No, he's friends with Kind of Funny. Did you know that? It's like Kind of Funny is like bros with Cisco, the thong song guy.
Yeah,
I thought that was so funny.
I legitimately have a former
life
coworker who's friends with Cisco.
Yeah. What's that, Extrazero?
I said I have a former coworker who's friends with Cisco. They met at the gym.
Oh man,
I bet they did.
Does he have dumps like a truck?
He doesn't. He doesn't. There's nothing bad about their friendship, but they are on a social media and texting basis. Last I heard.
Well, let's get him.
Met him at a key party. Got it.
We'll need to see if we can get Cisco on and have him reenact the entire thought.
I'll legit DM Steve after this and ask if no, I'm dead serious. I'll ask if he can get me the contact. I can pass it over.
I appreciate.
If you're really interested.
I appreciate that Steve is buddies with Cisco.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what's your name? Cisco? What's your name?
Steve. Loved you on Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Wrong Cisco, but
yeah. All right, what else we got, Blabs?
All right, so this should actually impress a lot of people. Lego.
Wait. More than the guy before?
Oh, maybe not. Maybe a different nerds. And
Okay.
geeks. But this was just announced this morning, and it'll be available on September 1st. So you have a way to, you got ways to go. But Lego has partnered with Nintendo to give us Zelda. So we're gonna watch a little teaser together. We may get copyright.
Yeah, we're getting hit by that. Remove said music.
But here we go, guys. We're getting Zelda, a set. And actually, I don't know anything about Zelda, but it looks beautiful in my opinion.
All right.
You don't know anything about Zelda?
I don't. I've never played a single Zelda game in my entire existence.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds like Blabs versus.
Do you have a Switch, Blabs?
I do.
I recommend starting with Link's Awakening.
Yeah, so sure.
Actually,
I have one. Johnny64 bought me a Zelda game like 2 years ago for my birthday, and I haven't yet to play it.
So, Blabs, what you're looking at here is the Deku tree from Zelda 64, the Ocarina of Time, and it's a pretty iconic landmark in the game. That's actually I think it's like the first real big playable level. It's kind of like you learn to play the game there after you go through the training. It's like the first level, but it's a big part of the story from Ocarina of Time. And I think there was leaks about this several months ago about a Zelda Lego set, and it looks pretty cool. Obviously, you have to make sure they have their little ears, and I like that. Hold on, go back. I want someone like those little ears. Let's see what we got here.
The price point, by the way, is $300 USD.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, $300 USD.
$300?
Yep.
What'd you expect? It's Lego.
You know why Legos are so expensive?
Because they're Lego?
No, it's partially the license and it's partially the brand, but they're mostly expensive because they never compromise the plastic. As somebody that collects a lot of plastic crack, the plastic, if you pick up a toy today, the plastic quality is not what it was 20, 30 years ago. Lego has not. Lego once in 1997 compromised their plastic quality to cut back on cost, and it cost to them. So.
Well,
I deserve that, but
I can counter Extrazero. So Legos actually tried to go green, and they've changed the way that they create the Lego bricks. And apparently, they found out that it's actually not sustainable what they were doing. They found that out like a year ago after 5-6 years of production. So I think they're going back to the original route. I think.
Yeah, that's one expensive virtue signal,
right?
Well, that's what I love about you, Extrazero. You really know your stuff, and I appreciate that, man. That's good stuff. Well, hey, $300. I don't know. That's a lot. That's a lot for Legos, but those who are into Legos, and specifically Zelda, they're probably gonna eat that up.
Oh, 100%. I've spent like $300 on a Lego set before.
It's amazing to see how Legos have shifted over the years.
Does it just not it does get to the point where it's almost not Legos anymore. It's Playmobil.
It's a model. That's
you're
what
not
it is.
building something. You're getting molds, and it's basically an action figure. I don't know.
Right?
I mean, they have totally changed because when I was a kid, so the early 2000s, Lego would always give you the options of building other sets with the set that you bought, and now they don't do that anymore. It's kind of like losing its
no, that's not true.
Almost.
No,
the Harry Potter sets, not anymore.
Well, yeah, the license stuff, they stopped doing the whole creator thing, but they have. I don't really get Lego too often. I have the Piranha Plant, and I actually got the Nintendo because the Nintendo. I was in Target one day, and it was on an end cap, and it was like online return, and it was. I kid you not, $119, which is expensive. But I was like, I want that Lego Nintendo, and I'm never going to see it that cheap again.
I got a Lego set for my birthday.
They've definitely become more models. Like when I was a kid, you get a model, and you I was like, here's a plane, build it, and that's almost exactly what it's like.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, the creativity is slowly diminishing, especially like Extrazero said with the licensed IPs, because you could literally build 3 different things with one set of like a Harry Potter, and now it's just one, and they don't give you any other ideas. They will occasionally give you some stuff, but it won't be in the manual. You have to find it.
And Lego Star Wars was a huge deal because that was the first licensed thing that they had.
Yeah.
Rimdog came in and says, used to make the bulk plastic for Legos. The color tolerances are insane. Huh. What does that mean? Color tolerances?
I'm assuming that he's talking about how they fade and stay. One of the things, are you familiar with retro bright? Like when a console turns yellow, like you see.
Oh, sure.
And again, hopefully you can keep me honest on this one, but I'm pretty sure it's talking about the fact that the colors will stay the same and not fade. So plastic tends to yellow because they put, and you can play the nerd thing again, because of chemicals they put in it to make it flame retardant. Just as there's a thing, and I'm sure I've seen Rodimus Primal in the chat, so he's going to talk about it. In the Transformers and other toy lines, they have gold plastic syndrome. And if you had a figure that was cast in gold from years ago, it will just crumble and turn to dust in your hands because of the chemicals that they put into it to give it its color. So I'm guessing that Lego just stands the test of time and doesn't fade and doesn't deteriorate because of how they make it what it is.
There has been instances that I've seen, because I'm in Lego Facebook groups and all that, where people
transparent.
What?
The transparent plastics, because those
No, actually different shades. Like there'll be different shades of gray and like beige and all that. That if you're trying to find a brick from like a really old set and you ask for a certain part, it'll be like a wrong one, and you have to go to eBay or Mercari.
But that's different than it changing color because of the chemical composition.
Well, no, they've also said they've faded. Like there's a lot of people like, how do I clean these all? These are all yellow. But also like if you leave it in the sun, it will change. So I think that's what's.
Why are you telling me this? What makes you think I have any interest in that at all?
Well, what would happen, Craig, if you were actually a nerd for a day?
No, I love it.
I'd just like to stay for the record, I'm completely color intolerant.
Thank you, Razor. Thank you. I love it. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on to a destination where we can actually buy Legos. Yes.
And color tolerance means that each and every brick matches in color to each other, regardless of production run. Okay, so that's what they're talking about. Is that there's no.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. I love it.
We're gonna have a Lego live stream one day. Okay.
No, I love that idea. I think what we should do is we should get Blabs and Extrazero, Roddy, get you all in together, get a room together, and we'll
build stuff.
Yeah, like I'm serious. Let's do that. Let's
get
fly
some Duplo for us because we're all children.
Right. And I can finally build that Nintendo. I've been sitting on it.
My parents were those cheap parents who would just get you the generic bucket of Legos that don't even build anything specific. It's just
but that's the
here's a bucket
part.
of blocks, right? And I never got it, but they were fantastic for like calipers for burglars.
Right.
If you step
Home
on
Alone style.
Yes.
I think that'd be super fun. Like you guys can be building all these incredible things with Legos, and I'll have like the Kitty Duplo set over here trying to make a wall or something like that.
And then Craig's gonna interview us. He's like, "So what are you building today?" And we're like, "We have like a freaking airplane." He's like, "What did you build, Craig?" It's like, "I built a pancake."
I built an airplane too. Look at my airplane. It's like a brick. It's a brick with it has wings. All right, let's move on to let's move on to where you can buy Legos. What do we got here today?
Okay, this is about Target, like the Target stores, guys.
Yes. Does this have to do with Pride Month? Is it Pride Month?
No. Target is now changing their supervision laws and rules that you have to be over the age of 18 to enter by yourself. That's right. If you are under the age of 18, you need parental supervision, chap.
That doesn't make any sense. Hold on.
I don't know.
Oh, hold on. Where is this at? This can't be everywhere. This has to be in certain parts of the United States.
It started out regional, I think.
Okay.
I think it's going to be regional because they're saying Connecticut. So in this article from 1015, the home of rock and roll, they say, we just reported earlier this month on the unexpected early opening of the new Danbury, Connecticut Target, which opened its doors to the surprise of many at a ribbon, blah, 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 blah. And then they're basically just saying that, in order to enter this store, you'll need parental supervision.
They're trying to reduce street toughs in Connecticut?
Maybe.
Well, I mean, how
watch
do they
out.
enforce that? Does that mean that they're going to hire like graders/security?
Right. So, hey, let me see your ID, kid, before you.
Yeah, or
come
they're
in.
gonna do like Costco. Show us your membership. You can't get in.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I hate to say it, but this sounds like you're going to get Ben Crump involved to be like, Target's requiring ID. This is racist.
I just don't. Yeah, I mean, who really knows what an ID is in the year 2024?
Right.
How can we
Yeah.
even know?
Well, apparently, if you are black, you don't know how to get one. So, like,
This is tough. These are tough facts in the year 2020.
I'm sure
to
this
2021.
has nothing at all to do with the fact that the moment you walk into a Target, they fire Pride Month apparel at your head
They
out of a
stopped that.
cannon. Yeah.
They stopped that, actually.
So yes, this is regional. It looks like, as I'm doing a little more digging on this, and and apparently this has to do with shoplifting as well.
well, that would make sense to be honest.
Yes, of course it does. I mean, come on, like what are we doing here? There's a stat that says that about 26% of shoplifters were between the ages of 12 and 17. Which, if I'm being honest, I actually think that's kind of low. I would have thought that'd be a little bit higher than that. Only one out of four were between the ages of 12 and 17.
Does that statistic come out of what they actually prosecute, though, or is what's the basis of that statistic? Is my
Great question. I don't know, but the idea that to get into Target you have to show your ID is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Target, a big box retailer.
It's like Sam's Club.
Yes.
Dude, Sam's Club, pretty cool. Anyway, I just gotta say the store in the Bronx put age restrictions also because the Bronx. So
well, you got
it
something
is
against
regional.
the Bronx?
I think what?
You got something against the Bronx, Blabs?
Several criminal charges.
I think the crime rate kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Hey, you're right. I'm sorry. All right, let's. Well, listen. It's craziness to say the least that Target is restricting.
Yeah, but can you really blame them though after like all the theft that they're experiencing? It's like they're gonna try to do something.
But
besides lock everything up and,
Yes.
with the glass containers and little security devices.
Another weird question though is like I think in Connecticut you have to be 16 to work. So are they going to stop hiring people under 18?
These are wonderful questions to ask, and you know what? We're not going to ask them. we will not be reaching out to Target for comment. Let's move on.
Before we continue,
I wanted to talk to Bullseye.
I have a really important question: Sam's Club or Costco or BJ's?
I don't know what BJ's is.
Huh?
Clip that.
Well, I mean, you can't see me, so it doesn't really matter.
No, we just need the audio. I haven't answered this because I am a member of BJ's Wholesale Club.
Okay.
He's a member of BJ's, guys.
He prefers to get his BJ's wholesale.
Who doesn't? Come on.
I prefer.
He doesn't like that middle-man.
I
Straight to the
Costco.
source.
Costco has better meat selection than BJ's. I went there. Sam's Club has decent meats, but we don't have a Sam's Club or Costco nearby.
Well, Costco does sell a mean kielbasa. They do.
And you can eat for next to nothing at Costco because their CEO is like staunchly based.
Oh my god, you can get like a hot dog for $1, a water bottle for like what, 25 cents or whatever. It's amazing.
Dude, yeah, Costco's got way better pizza, that's for sure.
Oh god, yeah.
See, these are the important things that need to be discussed, guys.
Yes.
Maybe we should have a Costco representative on and a Sam's representative, and then just some whore to represent BJ's. That'd be great.
Well, I have to answer this super chat because it's in, retaliation to this. All my homies
Blabs be
fuck with
available that day?
Oh no!
All my homies fuck with Sam's Club. Break yourself, Costco. Me and boys got the blicky. Blabs, you gotta be the wheelman. Thanks, Cream. So listen, Sam's Club is pretty good, guys. Don't knock on it. Don't knock on it.
Well, Sam's Club's good. I would have a membership if we had one, but I am fortunate that we have a Walmart near a military base, and they, for whatever reason, sell Sam's Club's meats there, so you don't even need a membership. So I can get like tomahawk steaks for $30 from this one Walmart near a military base. It's
impressive.
Awesome.
Speaking of Walmart, I miss the days when they gave out free samples of tequila.
Okay.
Amazing. I'd walk in there after a long day of work and be like, would you like a sample of tequila? And I was like, don't mind if I do. It was amazing. Loved it. Anyway.
Let's move on to the Suicide Squad story, Blabs.
Yeah, guns are over here. Tequila samples are over here. What could go wrong?
Amazing California, guys. Anyway, now Extrazero knows about this too, but Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has obviously been an absolute shit show of a stream, everything. But it gets worse. An alleged first look at Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League's Mrs. Freeze accused of promoting transgenderism. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Freeze. What the hell is that?
Did they just assume her gender?
They did. Isn't that embarrassing?
Hold on. Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
That's okay. So this is the character for Mrs. Freeze.
Mrs. Freeze. Yeah.
Okay.
She's married. Sorry, fellas.
Yeah, she's taken.
Does that include the bulge in her front? in her front, like she does?
Questionable. It is very questionable. It's like, what is that?
If pronouns and virtue signaling were sales, Suicide Squad would be Grand Theft Auto.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, see, where's in the chat? Aaron says it right. That's Ms. Freeze. MZ.
Yes. In the comics, Nora Freeze does become a villain at one point and has powers similar to Victor. So I'm curious what this is supposed to be.
Blabs, can you pull up the picture of Ms. Freeze from the comics, please? Because I think it's important to see.
Yeah. Looks like Katie Lang fell into a vat of antifreeze.
This is all the iterations of what Ms. Freeze actually looks like, guys.
So they really nailed her. They really nailed it in the Suicide Squad game. But way to go!
We got this instead. Short hair in some type of Baphomet the Tank from Star Wars. I don't even know.
I mean, she does look like she's.
She's kind of got a little packing somewhere, huh? Can we zoom in on this? Let's see.
That's what I was saying, Blab. She has no chest and a bulge.
Get out of here, that part, please. I'm trying to look at this image.
She's analyzing every pixel.
Yeah, hang on. We got this. There we go.
I wonder why WB Games can't sell beans at a farting contest.
There it is. Yay. No boobs, really.
Yeah.
Mosquito bites.
It's like Abby from The Last of Us went outside in the tundra.
Yeah.
Is that Mrs. Freeze or is it Mr. Freeze? Do we know that it's
anti-freeze?
Right. Do we know for sure?
It's alleged so far. I don't think they're going to announce anything yet until they do the new update. But just for everyone to understand, this is what Mr. Freeze looks like. And I would argue that it looks more manly than Miss.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks more like Mr. Freeze. I don't know what they're doing. They're trying to do some androgynous freeze. Maybe it's going to be X Freeze. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't put it past them based off of the history with that game for sure and who's involved with it. So that's par for the course, man. That's exactly what you'd expect. And we all know that the gaming audience really was looking forward to Miss Freeze being in Kill the Justice League, and it's really going to boost their sales and their player base. I'm sure people are really excited about that.
I mean, definitely. I mean, look how many people are definitely playing this game. So many. 329 playing an hour ago.
It just tells you that controversy doesn't sell games.
Yeah.
And
get on. Get on now, guys. Beat the crowds.
Yes.
Get on there.
And I mean, if we look at Twitch, nowhere to be found.
Well, of course not.
Wow.
So
there's literally dozens of people, playing it right now. So, yikes! And that's actually increased. That player base has increased after some DLC was released.
Yes.
So people went back and they played it, and there's still next to nobody playing it right now.
So I do want to share some of the tweets that they were saying about this.
Okay.
So we have this: Learning the Law says Rocksteady developers Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League transform Mr. Freeze into a non-binary Karen they them. So again, it's unclear if it's Mr. or Miss because everyone's saying either or.
But isn't that the point? Like the point that you don't know.
Yep.
That's the big issue with this is like, well, I can very clearly tell that's a woman or that's a man, but not in this case. And I think that's the entire point. The androgyny that you're seeing in these characters, that's the entire point of this, which is it's just to confuse. And golly,
I like to say that Yellow Flash's video is linked to this, and this is the thumbnail.
I just think it's sad. Like when the Arkham series was out, people were the narrative was about how fun the game was, how it made you feel like Batman, how you could do stealth, how you could solve puzzles, how you could take out bad guys in different ways. And with all these games, be it Suicide Squad, be it Assassin's Creed Shadows, they're not talking about the game. They're talking about the controversy. There's no narrative. It's like, how do you, as a video game player, shouldn't the first thing you want be the video game, be the fun factor?
Well, look, games take about 4 to 5 years to come out. And we know the ESG, DEI, bridge funding, all that stuff was really, really hopping about 4 to 5 years ago during COVID. So we're witnessing the products of all that DEI funding from the COVID era. Now, there's probably still some of these projects in the pipeline, but I really think that's what this is, an outgrowth of that. We're basically witnessing sort of the afterbirth of the COVID era.
Yeah.
Do you think that in like 4 or 5 years from now, we're going to see these like incredibly based games that are?
Well, no, I 100% do, because I think that this was to devalue a lot of brands. We're seeing a lot of stuff getting dissolved. People are going to pick it up for pennies on the dollar, and we will see base games. But the thing is, even then, you're going to have to be careful about who you give your money to, because this cycle will repeat itself when the money starts to dry up.
It's like Aaron lets us know some really important things, that Suicide Squad has indeed been saved, everybody. Congratulations.
Just like the Eternals. Saving lives.
And the Suicide Squad hotline.
Tim P says the fact that they released these DLCs after the game has failed also really exposes the DLC scam. Yes, for sure. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate that.
Good point. And don't forget that even after this game has failed, Warner Brothers was like, we're going to focus on live service games now, guys. We got this. It's like, do you know?
Redicus, she looks like a high school girls basketball coach.
She does. She looks like my PE teacher in 3rd grade.
Pull her up again real quick. Let's see.
Okay, hang on. I got to scroll back up. All right, here she is. In all of her glory, guys.
She does. She looks like a high school volleyball coach or something like that. Some sort of sports team.
What would be her name?
Jane Lynch in the Blue Man Group.
I feel like her name would be like, I don't know, like Caroline or something.
Rug Muncher.
No, they're always Meg for some reason. I don't know why. Meg or Peg.
Peg.
Probably Peg, although that may be less a name than a description.
Oh my God. All right. We do see all your super chats. We do see all your direct donations. We do see all your Rumble rants. We'll read every single one of them before the end of the show. Thank you guys very much. Let's keep moving on. Blabs, what do we have?
All right. So really fast before we get to our next main thing, I just wanted to share this because I thought this was really interesting. And it's like, how can you stop people? Valve has confirmed that Steam accounts are non-transferable and cannot be passed on to anyone after the account holder's death. And like, I understand that obviously you can't transfer accounts, but you can just take that person's account.
Well, the idea that I think this is a bigger story here. This is actually a very interesting story. It goes back to the idea of physical media versus digital media. And if I physically own the game, if I have a copy of that game, I can then give that to somebody or will that to somebody. The reason why this story is important is because Steam actually says that even if you put in your will that I'm going to transfer my games to Razer upon my death, Steam will not honor that. The games are non-transferable. Whereas if I had a giant box of those games and I was to say Razer gets all my games, Razer then actually has my games.
Yeah. And then has to update them for 45 minutes at a stretch once he actually slides the disc into the tray. Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. I'll give you the games, not the time back for updating.
Yes.
Sorry. But yeah, I think this is it's an important story to talk about because it goes back to the digital versus physical aspect of things. And I think this is one of those things that not many people have really thought about when it comes to the digital ownership of these games, quote unquote ownership, whether this is on Steam, whether it's on PlayStation Network or Uplay or whatever. When you die, where do these games go? Because at the end of the day, it goes back to, I think you're just renting. You're renting these games for a period of time. And the fact that you don't actually own them and I can't pass them off to Blabs is insane to me.
It's sad when Facebook has a better policy than Valve.
Sam, yeah, when you put it like that. But also, Steam is really shit too, because when you first create your account and you put a name in there for like account name, that is it. It can never be changed ever again. So like for me, someone else had created my account for me, and it's like basically their name, and it's stuck like that forever. And so I had to like change it so everybody else is like Blabber Collector or whatever. But the actual account name is an actual person's name.
Yeah.
Then, like,
what is it? Why were you so offended? What is it, like drunken whore or what?
No, it's really weird because like it was like basically given to me. Like the account was created by this person who's then given to me, and it's like, all right, so now this person's attached to this forever, even though they have no access to it whatsoever, and I can't even make the account mine. Like it's not my name or anything like that. And that to me is just really stupid. And they're like, oh yeah, we have absolutely no way of fixing that whatsoever. I'm like, how do you not have a way to get into your own system and just change a name? That to me boggles it too.
Well, I think that's something that if there's enough pushback on people, they could potentially change that in the future. But I don't know. I think they're totally happy with the idea of, well, you gave us your money. Congratulations. Now we don't have any responsibility after you did. Sorry, bro.
I'm the last person to say there should be a law for that or argue for legal intervention, but I do think that there is going to be a bevy of court cases down the road about what you actually own when it comes to digital rights, and I think it needs to happen. So
I agree. I think that our, without going too far into it, I think our legal system, there's a lot of things that we have not adjusted to in the last 20 to 25, really since the internet became a thing, a prominent thing that really needs to be caught up on when it comes to digital ownership, when it comes to, even things like doxing and information like that. I was actually talking about this yesterday on the Side Scrollers Plays channel where I was playing some Donkey Kong Country 3. By the way,
did you win?
No, but I'm kicking ass.
But the title said.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
The title lied. Clickbait.
I love Donkey Kong Country 3. I love it. It may be, if I didn't have the nostalgia for Donkey Kong Country 1, I think Donkey Kong Country 3 would be my favorite one. I'm just saying. Anyways, with that said, what's that?
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna light the match and then walk away. No, but I mentioned it yesterday on the stream, talking about how you see these people who are with the false accusations. We talked about that with the Linus Tech Tips thing last week. There was the Linus Tech Tips thing where this person came out and said, "There's a horrible situation. They accused me of this, or there was sexual relationships, or whatever it may be." You see this all the time, these false accusations, and there's no repercussion for that. For these, and I think that's something that definitely needs to be addressed in our legal system.
You combine the ready availability of the internet with an entire generation of women who are running around with a fully engorged case of BPD. It's like, forget about it, right? And you add kind of the culture, the cancel culture itself, right? Fueling that. Forget about it. It's like a bunch of ticking time bombs that are just waiting to go off at any given company at any given time. You've seen it happen at several. We've seen it happen in the last 15 minutes, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, every day it affects somebody, and there's no accountability, none for these false accusations and stuff. And I think that's something that definitely needs to be caught up for sure. So, all right, let's move on to our next story here about, speaking of cancelizations, what do we got, Blabs?
Richard Dreyfuss slammed for alleged sexist and homophobic comments at Jaws screening.
Okay.
Wow. Speak of the devil.
Right. So this is, he starred in Jaws. Richard Dreyfuss is he's been around for a long time. He's very iconic. He plays a good guy and a bad guy. He's been around for a long, long time. So I guess they had a screening of Jaws over the weekend. This is not from like 1974 when Jaws came out.
This past week. So we'll just go through the article because it explains everything.
Please. So
it says, a Massachusetts theater is apologizing to its patrons who came to attend a screening of Jaws with star Richard Dreyfuss.
Yes.
But instead were subject to alleged sexist and homophobic comments from the actor over Memorial Day weekend. So this just happened, guys, not the 70s. Attendees who headed to Saturday to the Cabot Theater in Beverly, Massachusetts for what was billed an evening with Richard plus Jaw screening was likely anticipated some amusing or insightful anecdotes from the actor, but filming the classic Steven Spielberg action blockbuster. And then it just says that instead he went on speaking about Barbra Streisand and moved into his bigoted perspective on trans youth, the Academy Awards inclusion rules. And
Mr. Holland, this is Mr. Holland's opus. Fantastic. Let's hear this.
And then onto trans kids affirming their gender.
Oh, yes. The affirming aspect of things. You've been affirmed. Congratulations. All right. So, yes.
Following the event, attendees quickly took to social media to criticize the actor's remarks, with some saying they even walked out during the event. One attendee named Rogue Mama, great name, says, came here to see if Richard had been canceled tonight after appearing at the Cabot in Beverly. Another suggested title for the night's event, An Evening of Misogyny and Homophobia with Richard. Disappointing doesn't even begin to cover it. But the thing is, they don't really say what he said in a brief video posted. Oh, good. Here it is. Shall we go see what it says?
Yes.
Oh, wait, hang on. Maybe this is it. It's about the fact that about 50 years ago, without telling anybody, they took civics out of the curriculum of all public schools in America, which means we have no knowledge of who the hell we are.
Oh! It's amazing! Close encounters of the based kind. This is.
I have the video. Do you?
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I'm gonna put it in the chat for you really quick.
Okay,
so you can pull it up.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Okay, so this is what he said. Here you go, Blabs. This is 1 minute and 43 seconds long. We'll check it out and see what is so bad. What is so bad about Richard Dreyfuss and why he needed to be canceled?
All right, here we go.
Oh, look at this mensch.
Yeah. Richard, why don't you tell them the name of your new book and what the mission statement is, what the purpose of the book is?
The book is called One Thought Scared Me. And it's about the fact that 50 years ago, without telling you.
I can't hear anything.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time
I can't hear anything either. I think it's just too far away.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So, but what was the
also he looks like he's playing an old man in a play.
Yeah, he doesn't look very good.
No.
He's kind of like hunched over and everything.
How old is he now?
70 something, I think they said he was. 77? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it continues on and says, and if we don't get it back soon, we're all going to die. Make sure your kids are not the last generation of Americans, and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Wow!
So like that's it?
Wait, say it again?
So the whole thing is, it's about the fact that 50 years ago, without telling anybody, they took civics out of the curriculum of all public schools in America, which means we have no knowledge of who the hell we are. Set of the work, which he's talking about his book, by the way.
Okay.
And if we don't get it back soon, we're all going to die. Make sure your kids are not the last generation of Americans. And you know exactly what I'm talking about.
All right.
I don't see homophobic or anything. This is what they're accusing him of. I don't see it. I don't get it.
All right, hold on. So I do have a quote that he said.
Okay.
All right. Here is the quote that he said. As for specifics, attendee Diane Wolf told the Boston Globe that Dreyfuss said that the parents of trans youth allowing them to transition was bad parenting, and that someday those kids might change their minds. That's
what a hateful incendiary statement.
Yes, that's hateful today.
Let's not enrich asshole doctors who are putting their kids through freaking school, cutting kids' penises off.
To Blab's question, what's wrong with that? It's just this is all about controlling the narrative. They don't want you to hear what he says in context because there's so many people who spent their entire lives trusting the news that by not giving the context to what he said, they can portray him as a big bigot, so it doesn't interfere with their agenda at all.
No.
Wow. So that's it. that's it. That's crazy. That he is. He's been okay. All right, there you go.
Yeah, and there's basically an apology message from
never apologize.
Oh, hold on. We have another one real quick. This is another quote that he said. This is pretty amazing and funny. Quote, this is an account of somebody. He says, went off the rails talking about how Barbra Streisand is a genius and he didn't listen to her because she's a woman and women shouldn't have that power. Then started sharing his views on the Me Too movement and started down the road of how you shouldn't be listening to some 10-year-olds who say they want to be a boy instead of a girl. Jesus Christ, what an
Ladies,
explosion.
gentlemen, your new favorite actor.
What a display of manhood.
They said the crowd was shouting at him, and most walked out before the movie even started. Talk about the movie asshole. We made it. We never made it to that. It's so funny.
Genius. So, nobody walked out. You would have heard the crowd shuffling around. That wasn't BS. That's absolute BS.
Yeah, I wonder how many people actually left.
I'll tell you exactly what happened. They did nothing. They sat there with their thumb firmly lodged in their dumper, and then they immediately scuttled off to social media and said, "I walked out."
I walked out.
Exactly what happened.
Yeah,
Ian's like, my question was about the fake shark, sir.
Oh my gosh. Well, sorry, Richard Dreyfuss. Rest in peace, career. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
I'm sure he's doing great. He doesn't physically look like he's doing. He also looks like he doesn't care, and that's the thing,
right? You get past a certain age, right? We've all seen these old people, right? They get to like past like age 75, and they're just walking around with that good fucking luck look.
Yeah,
right.
76.
Like
He doesn't give
good
a shit
luck,
anymore.
dude.
Yeah, I mean, he has a net worth of over $5 million, right? So he's done very well through his life. He has the money to do whatever he wants, and he's good. It's like, hey, let's go.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Is at a certain point you just don't care. You just don't care, and you start speaking up. And like, what did he say? What did he say that could potentially was so irate that people had to get up and
He
leave?
hurt the parents' feelings.
Don't take a belt sander to your kid's genitals. What a controversial statement. Like, Jesus Christ.
I'm offended, Razor. I'm offended. It's ridiculous. All right. What else do we have today, Blabs?
Well, this is a little bit of a drama surrounding Hellblade 2. Now, Niro, you've played Hellblade 2, right?
I did. I played the beginning of it, and I just, again, this goes back to like what I said earlier about like games need to be games. This game is so, and look, if you like the game and you like stories in games, awesome. Maybe this is for you, but for me, it just took so long to actually get into the game itself because it insists upon its story. And it's a very long intro. It's a long recap. I'm aware you can skip the recap. But it's a walking simulator as far as I'm concerned with occasional combat. It's pretty, but there's not much to see. It's mostly black backgrounds. I mean, to me, it's like they're using the fighting game model where they have really big character models and the environment isn't the focus. And that's how they're, hey, look at the graphics. But it did very little to engage me in the opening hours of it.
Someone is at the door.
Uh-oh, someone's at the door. Watch out.
He's got one of those robot things.
Yeah, I know.
It's the FBI. Watch
no,
out.
it's probably somebody trying to sell.
Quick, flush your drugs.
That's right.
I'll be right back.
Razor, have you played this Hellblade 2?
I have seen it being played. I haven't played. It's on Game Pass, and it's like 2.5 minutes long. I probably should, but
right.
I did see the Steam chart. It looks like Biden's encephalograph.
Yes, so we'll get to that in a second, but I want to show this tweet that kind of went around the block. This is from Visual Fidelity, and this person says, Hellblade 2 isn't doing big numbers because we live in a TikTok Fortnite generation. Gamers have a low attention span and want instant gratification through Battle Pass rewards, loot boxes, endless unlockables, and level ups. Creativity, story, and immersion are no longer valued. Sad truth. And the thing is, this guy is getting absolutely wrecked. And
or it could be that playing as a broad or a black dude is to 2024 what bald space marines were to 2008. It could be that gameplay consisting of depressing a left thumbstick for 27 minutes at a stretch isn't going to come in clutch for you and wind up sweeping the Game Awards. Like, gang, like, how is that immersion? You're watching a bad movie.
Yeah, and so John Connors, who is actively in our chat and always donates, says, The game is $50 to $60, only 5 to 6 hours non-rush to beat it, a linear gameplay with no real expansion from the main railroaded quest, melee combat comparable to The Last of Us 2, even the graphics, but this clown's acting like the shit gamers get sick of seeing in games is the reason it's nearly dead on arrival. And it's true. It's like, so you guys put out a game that many people are not interested in, they don't like it, and you're calling it out and you're blaming the audience again.
Yeah, Mark over here saying the dude literally doesn't care about anything but graphics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
people will tolerate linearity to a degree, right? Like Plague Tale Requiem and Innocent, like both of those games are pretty linear and yet really, really good. And they have a heavy emphasis on graphics, much better graphics than Hellblade 2, right? People will go to the wall for you if your story's good and when the gameplay arrives, it's actually decent. I'm not seeing that from Hellblade 2 at all.
Mm-hmm. So I was still listening, but I do want to chime in on the linearity aspect. Like a 5-hour game is fine, but not for $50. And additionally, if it's going to be a 5-hour game, it needs to be 5 hours of gameplay, not 15 minutes of gameplay interspliced between walking and story. Make a movie at that point.
Isn't it basically like a movie? It's a what do they call it? Simulated movie or whatever?
Walking simulator.
Interactive movie, I should say.
Interactive experience, interactive movie. Make a movie. We're just seeing all these failed filmmakers want to interject. And it's like, look, if you have a good idea for a movie, make the movie. Don't hijack the gaming space. If you argue that, oh, well, there's people that, we need accessibility for people that can't play. Well, Let's Plays exist. Watch a Let's Play. There's plenty of them where they don't talk. Experience it that way as a movie for free.
That's another problem. It's a happy byproduct of all this. I feel like the interactive movie type of games have become much less popular since streaming has become ubiquitous because you can literally just watch somebody play it. And if you like the personality of the person, if they're taking the piss out of the game or something like that, like it only enhances the entertainment quality. These kind of games, I think there is a place for a game that is largely cinematic, like a Heavy Rain type of a thing. But that was a longer experience.
Right? You remember when they recreated Heavy Rain on YouTube?
No, I know.
Yes, somebody did an interactive Let's Play years ago. I'll see if I can dig it up. But what was the studio behind it? They got all upset because essentially, even though the timing was gone, all the choices remained. So if you wanted to essentially see every outcome of the story, you could just kind of as a choose your own adventure.
Oh, I see. Okay, so they uploaded it with all the choices already made. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it was like when you use the annotations on YouTube, you could pick.
Well, you would just, it was like done as a playlist, so it's like you could make the choice, but you would skip to the next part of the playlist. It was very clever how they did it.
That's cool. Heavy Rain was 10 hours long, by the way. Yeah. So that was 10 hours long in length,
but multiple outcomes.
Yes, yeah. So, well, there you go. You said there's more to this story, Blabs.
Yes, so I have the Steam chart pulled up to show everybody how well Hellblade 2 is doing. And it's not really doing that well.
It's not as, that's
won't.
Man, what is is it just the idea of the pushback of like there's no DEI or anything in that game, is there? It's just a
little bit in some of the casting choices, the fact is you get I mean, yes, to a degree. I wouldn't call it overtly woke necessarily, but yeah, absolutely in terms of the composition of the cast of the game.
I think it's probably just the price value for the game that people are like, it's not worth my time.
Right.
Well, it's on Games Pass, and that's how I played. I didn't spend any money on it.
Yep.
But again, it's like how much are you going to sell? It's a 5-hour game. There's plenty of things that come with a month of Games Pass. I don't even think you even need to buy a product half the time to get that month of it. So it's like they're really shooting themselves in the foot. I mean, it's kind of a win for people that just want to see what it's all about. Like myself, you don't have to spend any money if you're a subscriber, but yeah.
All right, well, he looks at another game dead on arrival. I guess they'll need to put a trans superhero in the game to our trans villain.
It just sucks because Ninja Theory has done some really good stuff. I mean, I'll even say it. People might disagree with me. I actually, once I played it, enjoyed their Devil May Cry reboot from a gameplay perspective. The story sucked, but Enslaved is a very, very good game, and Heavenly Sword was actually halfway decent for what it was.
All right. All right. What do we have anything else today, Blabs?
I mean, we got a little bit of a quick hit, just real fast, since this is, posted today. But Sony announces PlayStation Plus June 2024 lineup and PS2 emulated games as part of Return of Days of Play. That's it. Just a really quick hit for you.
Okay.
Just letting you guys know.
Like a SpongeBob game and like 5 or 6 year old Streets of Rage 4.
SpongeBob, AEW, Streets of Rage 4.
Oh my god. Dude, AEW Fight Forever. I'm surprised more like YouTube stink piece video essayists haven't talked about AEW Fight Forever. They like founded the company of AEW just so Tony Khan could make that shitty game, and it came out bombed. It bombed, and no one has talked about it. It's like one of the biggest bombs in the history of gaming, and no one's talking about it.
Well, didn't WWE 2K, was it 16? So I think that kind of is the bigger overshadow in any wrestling failure.
Well, I mean, but AEW Fight Forever, like it was meant to be the next N64.
Yeah, it was supposed to reinvent wrestling games to be more like the Nintendo 64 games of yore, the really, really good ones, the No Mercies and such.
Yeah.
And Tony Khan, who is a giant gaming dork and a huge wrestling nerd, basically founded this company as an excuse to make that game. And when it finally came out, it was a turd.
Wasn't Ukes behind it?
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
Like that, yeah,
Ukes. Now, I just looked at the Steam charts for it. Let's play the how many people are playing AEW Fight Forever. Let's go with in the last 24 hours.
Oh no.
Let's play the Price is Right game. Let's start with you, Extrazero. How many people have played AEW Fight Forever in the last 24 hours?
I'm going to guess 24.
24. All right, 24. Extrazero. Razor, your thoughts? Higher or lower?
Did I do the dickhead Price is Right thing and go 25?
You can do whatever you want. Yeah,
no, I'll go 60.
60. All right, Blabs. We
20.
have 20. Oh, wow. Really? You probably should have just gone like the $1 route. Blabs.
Right.
If you're ever playing Price is Right again, just go with put the 1 because you're all wrong. You all overshot it. In the last 24 hours, 14 people have played.
Whoa!
Well, to be fair, Blabs
I
is
was
pretty close.
closest. Huh?
Yeah, but it's closest without going over, and you all went over. Everybody went over. So all-time peak, 1,400 people. But in the last 24 hours, 14 people have played. There are currently 12 people playing in the last. I've seen a little spike right now. 12 people playing.
Little spike
right now, which is good. So, yeah,
oh my god,
you're right, man. One of the biggest failures in video game history, right there. AEW Fight Forever. It's rough. I feel like I need to play it though. I really do feel like I need to play it.
Yeah, right.
15.
All right, let's get to our support today, Blabs.
Before you do, though, I have to share this. So I know Robert De Niro's been in the news, and we're not going to talk about his politics or anything, but there's this photo. And I've never noticed how short Robert De Niro is.
Wait. Oh my God. That's Ron DeSantis style.
Come on.
Wow. That is how do you get used to that?
Wow. He must be short that he needs to wear that kind of heel.
That's like Gene Simmons.
Yeah, right? Like he's the bass player for Kiss. I don't know what's going on here.
How tall is this guy? Gabe's like this 5 foot nothing.
This is take it easy on him, guys. This is actually the Bee Gees biopic. No big deal.
Well, so apparently this few websites that I pulled up say he's 5'7". Some say he's 5'4".
All right.
You know,
no, he can't be the same height as me. I'm 5'4". Like that's pushing it.
Yeah, you're not allowed to talk about people's heights, Blabs.
No, but like he can't be the same height as me. Talk like he's a gangster. I'm just an idiot. I don't talk like I'm a gangster. There's a difference.
Geez, now anytime I'm just going to picture him standing on a milk crate in.
Right.
Oh my God. Well, let's go to our support here, Blabs. What do we got? You guys, thank you very much for your super chats, your Rumble rants, your direct donations today. I'll get the direct donations, Blabs, if you want to get the super chats and Rumble rants. Thank you guys very much for your support. We'll get to every single one of them. Oh, real quick, Blabs. I did want to. People are asking why I'm not on. You can't see my camera today. Well, my power is out at my house, and I had to rent out a studio space this morning. This is why there was massive wind that came through. I just put it in the private chat, Blabs. Yeah. This is footage from the Dallas Fort Worth airport this morning.
Wow.
As there's 80-mile-an-hour winds. Look what happened to this plane last night. As it's just being
this thing gets moved.
Yeah. So it was pretty massive storms last night that came through the Dallas.
Look at the door damage.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
So, anyways, I'm lucky to be still going with you guys today, which is good. So, otherwise, Blabs would be floundering around here trying to figure out what's going on.
Excuse you, but I got the thumbnail, everything set up today.
Well, no. What I'm saying is you don't like to host.
No, I hate hosting.
Yes,
absolutely.
yes.
Where did Extrazero go? What happened to you?
I meant to hit the Windows button, and I accidentally hit Leave Studio.
All right. Let's fire away, Blabs. What do we got?
All right. So let me hit up Rumble because I've been ignoring them. I'm sorry, Rumble. B. Barrett says, let's call this inclusive language what it really is. Newspeak. And then B. Barrett also says, happy birthday, Blabs. Have you heard the term golden birthday? No, but I just want to point out that I was born on a Tuesday on the 28th, and it is Tuesday, and I'm 28. So
that's a golden birthday.
I call that the golden birthday.
That is a golden birthday.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was some weird thing.
No.
Anyway.
It sounds like it.
We're gonna move on now. Black shirt.
That's the sexual reference. You just heard about a bunch of blowing, and you go for that for the sexual reference.
Right.
Got it.
Black shirt and jeans says Hellraiser and Side Scrollers watched the 1994 Shadow movie for free on BitChute. And it was easily 50 times more fun than the entire MCU and DCU, though watching Hollywood burn is still the most fun of all. Thank you very much.
Always fun.
Your friendly neighborhood Fed. Hellraiser, what is your favorite James Bond game and why is it Nightfire?
It's probably, I don't know, The World Is Not Enough maybe for N64. I really like that one.
All right. Lieutenant Sliver says, the last thing I'll mention about rackets is that Viva and Barnes covered it on Sunday. Judge and cops may have done malfeasance.
Malfeasance, yeah.
Malfeasance. I'm not English. I don't know. Go watch Barnes talk about it, or Nate, the lawyer, or in civil. Thank you, Lieutenant Sliver.
Yeah, I did see some of that. There's some First Amendment issues, Sixth Amendment issues, Fourth and Second Amendment issues in that whole thing, and it was kind of weird. When you
we're just gonna stay out of all that stuff. It's way more complex than we know, as with most legal issues.
Yeah, some people have run their mouth ordering and without getting all their facts straight right away, and that you always wind up with egg on your face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bentley guy with $100. We'll get to that one later. Thank you, Bentley. Mo Howard says, behind on stream, just want to say happy birthday to the May babies. Thank you. I had a birthday a few weeks back, and my niece's birthday is tomorrow. Weird how a lot of YouTubers I watch have May birthdays. Creepy. Thank you. Okay, I really wish Rumble had a thing. Here we go. Jared Haynes says, happy golden birthday, Captain Blabs. Oh, an Extrazero and Blabs over Mazda. LOL. Thanks, Jared. Bentley says, when it is a birthday of a family or friend of mine, I tell them happy birthday by sending one letter at a time via text. Not saying to do that to Blabs, but it would be funny. Please don't. Please don't blow up my phone. Thank you.
But you can tweet one letter at a time to Blabs. That'd be great.
That literally falls under please don't blow up my phone. Thank you. Bentley guy says, an ID need to go vote equals racism. An ID need to go to Target equals not racism. Yeah, Clown World.
There you go.
Scrolling. Rumble, please.
I think that's it. I think you're caught up.
Am I? Okay, yes, I am. All right. Thank you, Rumble. Miku says, hi, Sticks. How's Andy Six's delicious creamy logs? Oh, I didn't pick it up yet. What does that even mean?
I guess Sticks Hexenhammer hates Andy Six from, what was that band? I can't remember that band. Yeah, he hates that guy for some reason. It's a big meme.
I hate that guy. Reminds me of Robin Hood. Men tights. Hey, Ahmed. I hate that guy. Anyway, the Orange Man says, "Oh fuck, Mary, kill, Monster Edition, ew, Xenomorph Queen, Martha from Godzilla, Silver
Mothra.
Dragon from D&D, Mothra. My bad.
Mhm.
I know none of them, so I will omit myself from this. This is for the boys.
Extrazero, I bet you have some intense thoughts on this one right here.
Well, this is a terrible lineup. This is just a terrible lineup because it's like, I guess you'd have to kill the Xenomorph Queen because, well, you're going to die anyway. I guess fuck Mothra and marry the Silver Dragon.
All right, let's go. Razor, any thoughts on that?
I mean, no, you'd fuck the Xenomorph Queen because she's more experienced, right?
Going to town.
Kill Mothra because I hate moths. I hate them, and marry the Silver Dragon.
There you go. Love that.
All right, then. Okay, next up is Lord J, member for 6 months. Pride Month. You mean Dinosaur Month. Listen, follow my Jurassic World streams when I actually play them. And Zach, why is there air?
Wonderful question that I don't know the answer to. Sorry.
Mastagawa says, thank you for having the boss Kershaw on with Razor. It was a great stream, but the faded stream ended too soon. Even still, thanks to all of you.
Yeah, it was fun last week.
Dan says, have you seen the new Legend of Zelda Legos? That's why, yes, Dan, we have. Go back.
Never heard of them.
Nick Q says, Nick needs DDP yoga. It saved Jake Roberts' life.
Oh, no.
Okay.
DDP yoga, though. Great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Doranus, what's up, all brochachos and burrito chompers? Listen, Razorfist, do you know the word brochacho?
Brochacho? Buchacho? What?
Brochacho.
No.
It's fine. Raven the Red says, hey, Craig, are you planning on having Mauler on side scores at some point?
Sure, why not?
He is on the guest list, and I have actually, I think I emailed him once.
Yeah, we're open to anybody and everybody.
Antihero at Razor, if you don't get Richard Cheese for the wedding, I'd be seriously disappointed.
We'll get on that.
Who's?
I'm gonna get Adam Sandler actually as the wedding singer. I think.
I actually love that movie. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Adam Sandler, but that movie is amazing. It's really fun. Joe says, you left that Kid Chameleon on Sega Genesis, which came back in May 28th, 1992, 32 years ago. Great classic game.
That is a classic. It's a good one.
I wasn't born yet. True Pop Culture says, happy birthday. Enjoy the cake with friends and family. Thank you very much, True Pop. Miku says, ink me harder, Splat Daddy. Choco Wums get claps.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. Andrew says, all grown up after the first season at least. It was better than Rugrats. I've not seen either.
Hot take.
What?
I said hot take.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
Was better than Rugrats.
Kelly says, happy birthday to Blabs and Razor. My birthday is this coming Sunday. Happy birthday, brochachos. Happy birthday, Kelly.
Thanks, Kelly.
Happy birthday, pendejo.
Snake Master. Splatoon is already on 3, but not Mario Maker. So I hope we finally get a third entry of that for the Super Nintendo Switch 2. Also, look up Bluey Lego ideas. Oh, don't tell Craig.
Right. Spend the afternoon picking up tree branches and Lego pieces for Bluey. I can't wait.
Lance says, Craig, fire Blabs for this statement. Oh, because I've never played Zelda. It's true. It's not a secret. I said it like over a year ago. I just never changed it. The Jenga says, 2-3, Big J to the ESUS said, don't clap back and cancel others, for the top G doesn't cancel us. Cap, said Peter. And J-Man said, no cap. What the hell did I just read? Taker says, Extrazero, there is a game crazy training video.
Oh, yep.
2003. It was filmed at my local store. The redhead host might be serious. Might not be.
I had to watch that to start the job with it was like her name was like Zelda something. And she was just like trying to talk street, but she was like the whitest woman imaginable. It's on YouTube. You need to see it.
We did. I did a riff track live with Taryn Gill and a friend of ours, and we talked over the infamous GameStop training video with the Australian, the chick doing the fake Australian accent, and it's brutal. You guys got to watch it.
I wish it was online, but a buddy of mine stole the Taco Bell training video from the early 2000s, and it had Deborah Wilson and Phil Lamar in it.
Oh my God! Of course.
Let's go.
Yeah,
of course.
Like, back when they were at the height of being on Mad TV, they were
because like Mad TV pays like $2.50 a month. Like,
right. Wow.
Dan says Star Wars and Harry Potter Lego sets were popular. Correction, still are huge sellouts. Well, not sellouts, but like they make a lot of money. Magna says, according to internet, Lego is made within 10 micrometer tolerance. Thank you, Magna. Jenna says, Razor Fist lost son of Tomonobu. What the hell? Help me,
Tomonobu Itagaki.
Tomonobu Itagaki.
When will we get a new Ninja Gaiden? It would make sense with games like Stellar Blade being a success.
Yeah.
Anytime I can't read something, I'm just going to pause and let Razor just finish those words, and then I'll just keep reading.
I think he got canceled around the time Devil's Third came out. If not then, it was around when Ninja Gaiden 3, coincidentally named Razor's Edge, came out.
Yeah.
Josh says, Razor would buy a Lego set of Lemmy's mustaches.
You don't judge.
What's it like? Will you grow a mustache, Razor?
If I don't shave for an afternoon, I start looking like Grizzly Adams. People think I can't grow a beard. I stubbornly refuse to grow a beard.
Why?
Oh man, I like a 5 o'clock shadow, but beards in 2024. What am I? Do I want to have anything in common with Matt Walsh? Let's start there.
Poor Extrazero's like, I like my beard.
I like my. I'm not allowed to get rid of mine. My wife's like, no, the beard remains. So that's one thing I let her control about my life.
Yeah,
the beard.
I think beards officially stopped being a sign of masculinity when Wesley Crusher grew one. I think that's sort of.
I think it depends on the person.
No, he ruined sweaters more than anything.
That's true.
Master Gawa says, "Happy birthday, Blabs! Glad to let you out today." Of the mental institution?
No, your tower.
Same thing. Anyway, Miku says, we call them urban youths young scholars, Craig.
Yes, my fault.
Ian, ID to get into Target, and they confiscate your passport if you want to go to the electrical aisle. Okay.
Thanks, Ian.
Cream with the super chat. We got that one before. Thank you, Cream. Mercenary says, Costco pizza sucks after they got rid of this combo. Oh,
I think it's still
sorry,
good.
Mercenary. Master Gala says, you gotta conceal the nerd like when I had to wear my trench coat to get Hello Kitty's Cube Frenzy. Legos are expensive because they are torture devices. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Master Gao, are you the guy that used to come into Game Crazy?
Joe says, thank you, missed my super chat earlier. Kid Chameleon on Sega Genesis. Oh, yep, no, we just got it. Thank you, Joe. We got it before. Classic fun game, he says. Thanks, Joe.
You know the funniest thing about Game Crazy to me? Do you remember this? They used to hold like interview panels for new people. I remember I interviewed a Game Crazy once, and they would literally be like, so, what do you think you should make here? And it's like, what? You're going to pay like 25 cents above minimum wage and we're negotiating salary at a video game store? Like, what even is that? I interviewed there a long time ago. Yeah. I wound up passing it over.
Okay. Oh, hang on. I think I missed a Rumble rant. Did I? Just this one right here. Let me grab this real fast. Mimic says, Disney invests in Epic and suddenly Unreal unleashes their racist demands for coding. They assume those words mean something they don't in coding. I say this as a 20-plus year coder with a built-in tan. Good point. Thank you. Copper Owl says, that Kaiba sucked. The real one would have signed all Art Blue Eyes and the Ghost Rare. Also, Terran pops out of a cake like Mr. Terran scares me. Drew says, Blabs, when you see the cops, you gotta say Woody Woo. Woody who? I don't see cops, so. R3K7 says, Caltrops, Razor, Calipers is if Home Alone turned to Saw. How can you be a Morrowind fan if you forgot what calipers are for? Go back to Daggerfall. What did I just read? Anyway, thank you for the super chat.
Exactly.
Heavenly Jester says, this game is technically part of Arkham Universe and Mr. and Miss Freeze unalives at the end of the night. I assume this is an alternate universe Freeze. It's a they, them.
Yeah. I think she needs a WNBA patch on the right of the
And she hates Caitlin Clark for bringing them all sorts of fame.
Uriah of the House right. What killed the dinosaurs? Big Mike Freeze.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Elite Neo says, was at our local Moe's Southwest Grill with a friend this past weekend, indulging in their sizable burritos. Said friend started with a huge bite, which prompted my response with one of Razor's signature phrases. Guess which? Well, we actually have it. Let me go. We have so many freaking videos.
Right on, flopping dick and balls.
That's the wrong one, Craig. It's this.
Burrito chomper. Titties. There we go.
He pressed the wrong one. It was the one below it. And he was like, Razor, dick and balls.
Blabs, I did it on purpose.
Oh.
Sorry, my fault.
I thought you clicked it by accident.
They're like, start over.
Yeah.
It's not enough that his camera's taking the day off.
That's right.
Right.
Blabs, go back to your tower.
Oh.
We have lots of people telling me to go back to my tower.
Right,
It's
what
gonna
do
be
we
a whole
got?
Yeah,
show
but
one
when
day.
Superman does it, now it's your Tower of Solitude.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. I'll continue now, Craig.
Yes,
Thank
please,
you.
Blabs.
Lady Gamer Loon says Rocksteady did it. They wanted to cater to the modern audience, and they did it. All 300 to 500 of them. Love y'all.
That's right.
Thank you, Lady Gamer.
The entire. I think that really needs to be pushed home. The idea that the modern audience is like 300 people on Twitter. Like that's it.
HD says all of us Arkham fans want there was a co-op Batman game with Arkham Combat. Thank you, HD. Jag says DLF removed Star Wars Galaxies from Steam to stick it to indie servers. I still had my thrifted disc box as a backup. I never trusted digital only. Thank you very much.
Good for you, Jag.
Dan says Lego was losing my money. Lego's losing money. Not only the licensing and the plastic, it's the copyright license on their Lego block designs because any toy companies can make blocks just like looks like Lego. Yeah, there's actually a whole bunch of them that compete with Lego that are actually fairly decent. Some
Mega
are absolute
blocks.
shit. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Master Gala says, funny that Ass Creed Shadows black guy gets a male form while their Asian girl is androgynous. They want representation except for femininity. Correct? Right.
How does that make you feel as a Blabs, as a woman? How does that make you feel?
I thought you were going to say, how does that make you feel as a black woman?
I know, like a woman of color.
As a black trans woman, Blabs, how does that make you feel?
Speaking from experience as a was it a freaking lesbian bullfrog, whatever the hell, a pine cone, whatever it is they're doing these days. I think it's pretty shitty that you can't have sexy women in gaming anymore, and they're just completely erasing you. And even if you say anything about it, you're the wrong one. It's like, am I though?
Hey, Blabs,
I don't think so.
You're not the wrong one.
I know.
Yeah.
But I'm not a pine cone either. No.
And listen, Razor knows. Razor knows exactly what's going on. At the end of the day, we're all just normal men.
We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
Yes.
Blabs, just be happy. You get to be body type 1.
I freaking hate that, dude. I hate it so much
too.
with body type 1 and 2. I'm like, I mean, if we're gonna be like realistic here, there's more than one body type, so like that doesn't apply to your gender. I don't get it.
Can you imagine how like the smutty novels that women buy at Walgreens are going to be in the future, right? It's going to be like, and then he laid her body type 1 down. And he caressed her polygonal breastises. Like I could just see it now.
That's right. And inserted into her bonus hole.
Yes. He whispered sweet her hymns into her ear.
Oh, you're the best they, them I've ever met.
Yes.
I'm going to move on now. Okay. Dumb Ugly says Dreyfuss. Ma'am Torino.
Yes.
Thanks, Dumb Ugly.
Magnus says Lady Gaga's Coof incident is rubbish. Someone needs to go up to her fans and say, guys, Coof is over. Society's 100% done with Coof. Not all of society. There's still morons in there. It's been 4 years. Move on. Those NPCs are so thick. They really are.
Did you see that, Razor? Did you see the Lady Gaga story? Where so Lady Gaga, she was doing an interview and they go, tell us something that you've never told anybody. She goes, I did 5 shows with COVID. And it was like, oh, and then all of a sudden it turned out that she was requiring everybody to be vaccinated to go into the shows. She this lady died after going to her show from COVID. It's like it was just amazing.
If they find footage of her like shaking the chick's hand, I'm gonna laugh my balls off.
Yeah, they're probably scoring for it.
Yes.
Mage Leader says, anyone hyped for Greedfall 2?
No.
I am.
I don't know what it is. What is it?
It's a great game. It's kind of like so it's an open world RPG sort of in a I don't like a Witcher 3 sort of vein, I guess a little bit, but the world is like the age of exploration sort of. It's like a fantasy world, but like imagine if the New World era, like when Columbus was coming over to America, imagine if they made a whole fantasy world out of that.
Oh, okay.
That whole era. All
right.
So there's like guns and flintlocks, but there's also swords and whatnot. It's really boss.
Cool.
Anyway, Nathan Cassidy says, for these kind of games, they need to be 3 things. Short, well-written, and cheap. Nothing will put gamers off more than a long, boring story over $20. All right. Thanks, Nathan. Master Gawa says, gamers want boobs. How hard is that for game devs? Well, they've never seen any, so they probably can't develop it. The feminine form is greater than story and representation combined. Boobs plus gameplay equals sales win.
So short, cheap, boobs. So Blabs. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Vote for me is a vote for boobs. Raw SmackDown.
Happy birthday, Blabs.
We rib because we care, Blabs.
Yeah.
That's right.
Chest Rockwell says, graphics got better, but the women got uglier. Did the graphics get better? Did they though?
Thanks, Chest.
Cooterbug, great name. Hey guys, it's an honor to share a birthday with you all. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, Cooterbug.
Let's go, Cooterbug.
Melee! Bro Chacho gang. Happy birthday, Blabs. Thank you, Bro Chacho. Woo. She gets it. Gavin says, Craig, do you plan on inviting Synthetic Man anytime soon? Also, are you streaming the gaming showcases next month?
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know when those gaming showcases are. Bless you, Blabs, on your birthday. But as far as Synthetic Man, I don't know who that is, but we're open to having everybody on the show.
Oh, that really hurt my nose. Anyway.
Okay, then I'll read this. Jack came in and says, happy birthday to Blabs. What's that?
Lady Gaga moment.
That's right. That's right. Way to spread that COVID all over the place. Happy birthday to Blabs and Razor. Glory to you and your house. Thanks, Jack.
Thank you very much.
Joey.
Get out of here, Craig.
Oh,
you sit down. I don't know if you're standing or
you're
not.
still hurting from your sneeze.
No, leave me alone. I'll tell you what I'm hurting. Joey says, fuck, Mary Kill. DC Universe version, Superman, Batman, or Martian Manhunter.
I mean,
I want to kill the Martian Manhunter because I don't know who that is. I'll fuck Batman and I'll marry Superman because he's OG. Top tier.
I think I'm on the same lane, same as you, Blabs.
Why are you gay?
If I had to. Why are you gay? Just saying, if I had to.
Martian Manhunter's a shapeshifter, so at least he could be whatever you wanted him to be.
He could be whatever you wanted him to be. Yeah.
Fuck Batman, marry Superman. He seems like the committing type, and kill Martian Pants Hunter because he has the stupidest costume in the history of comics. He's got a green Dracula cape and little blue panties, but he's got suspenders holding them up, and he's wearing Buccaneer boots.
I want to 70s Nightwing and Plastic Man. Actually, I think Plastic Man has the worst costume in all of comics.
Martian Pants Hunter beats them all.
Wow.
Cape and panties. You can't. There's no topping. And Buccaneer boots.
Wow. I think this is him. Oh, hang on. I'm showing the wrong tab.
You sure are.
I mean,
that's him?
Yeah.
Plastic Man's basically wearing a mankini that's got strings.
He's naked. No wonder Superman's looking away. He's like, oh.
Oh, my.
No wonder he has to shapeshift.
Thanks, Joey.
Thanks for that, Joey. All right. Soulwind. Always buy games from places that lets you download the installer and install offline, like GOG or Itch. I like that, Itch. All right. Joey says, I want the people at 100 Star Games to acquire the Batman Arkham franchise and delete Suicide Squad from the canon and continue the story. Sorry.
We're done. That's it. No longer exists.
Yeah. Shooch Biggins. What are favorite kind of shoes? White van.
Oh God. Thanks, Chooch.
Project Taco. Hello. Can y'all react to Dan Vast meme on set and Bloobs on X, please?
Yeah, we'll get to that in just a minute, and we'll go right here. We'll finish this off.
Master Gawa says, "I'd vote for Blabs, but not let her vote." Sorry, Gal. Well, that's a bit sexist, isn't it?
That's funny though. Not gonna lie. All right.
What is this? I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is safe for work. What is this?
We'll give it a pre-screen real quick,
I'd
Blabs.
let you vote, Blabs.
Thanks.
Yes.
By vote, I mean cook a delicious chicken dinner.
Hey, speaking of delicious chicken dinners, hey, a quick update. I just saw this on X real fast. So Burger King is having its 70th birthday, like Blabs today. And they're giving away items every day this week if you spend more than 70 cents. So today, if you want some crazy, really unhealthy food, you can go to Burger King, spend more than 70 cents, and get a free complimentary hamburger today. Tomorrow, they're giving away a free croissant witch.
A croissant?
A croissant witch.
Croissant.
And then on Thursday, they're giving away a medium soft drink. Friday, you get cheeseburgers. Saturday, pie slice. Sunday, chicken sandwich. And a
sponsor? What is...
I'm just saying, I saw this and I'm like, hey,
Sponsored by BK.
free food is a good thing. Free
Aside
food is
from the fact that it's unhealthy.
Welcome to Side Scrollers at Burger King. Have it your way.
I'm going to bring it back to Bob Chandler ate Burger King every day.
Oh, man. Well, look, I'm just saying, it's all in moderation, as they say. But I just saw that. I thought, I was like, wow, I like free food. So, hey.
All right. Thanks, Craig, for your sponsor. I'm going to interrupt Craig now because I'm done with that. Sorry, Project Taco. We can't play because the audio, the music is way too loud for me to actually hear what the panel's going on. And I think the music would get us copyright. But thank you.
Mimic Lives over on Rumble says Disney invests in Epic and suddenly Unreal unleashes their racist demands for coding. They assume those words mean something they don't in coding. I say this as a 20-plus year coder with a built-in tan. Mimic Lives, thank you very much. And we talked about that yesterday. We'll have a video going up on it on the channel today. Just insanity. Like that story is probably one of the most crazy stories I've ever seen in the video game space. And Razor, did you see that with Unreal and their gendered language?
No.
So just a quick TLDR of it is they have new guidelines when coding that you can't use words like whitelist or blacklist or slave. Everything has to be inclusive. All inclusive language. It's when I say the most batshit crazy thing I think I've ever seen, I legitimately mean it. That is crazy.
That is full-blown newspeak. That's insane.
Yes.
Wow. And this is all predicated on Disney?
Well, remember Disney did invest in Epic after they're going to make like the new Disney in the Disney theme park built inside Fortnite or something like that. That was announced a few months ago. They're investing like $2 billion into it. So it's just kind of one of those things where you go, oh, okay, all right, well, there's a lot of money going into this, and all of a sudden there's this way that you have to code now in certain language. It's yeah. So wow, it's nuts. D. Schwartz Krieg says synthetic man. Respectfully, thank you very much. And Project Taco says a clip from Side Scrollers. It's an AI song, not a real song. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I still can't play it because the volume is high. We can't hear the chat. But thanks.
Okay. Well, Project Taco, I'll take a look at it, and I'll if it's awesome, which I'm sure it will be, I'll retweet it over on X. Make sure you tweet it at me as well. All right, that is a great place to stop today. Thank you guys very much for tuning in and hanging out with us throughout the roller coaster that was today, as always. Big ups to Extrazero. Thanks so much for coming in on a whim, really quick.
It was very convenient timing on Blabs' end.
Yes.
I was like, awesome. Yeah, I'm out today, and she's like, where are you? What are you doing? I was like, I'm assuming you want me to be on. So
yeah.
Well, there you go. Razor, we want to fill everybody in on your wonderful ventures you have going on?
Yeah, Ghost of the Badlands is up on Amazon, getting great reviews. It topped out in a bunch of categories on Amazon, which is pretty fun. That freaking blew my mind. And graphic, I outsold Mark Waid.
Hey,
that was the guy who got me to stop buying Daredevil comics. My comic outsold his. You prick. Anyway, it feels good, don't it? This week, it looks like the color version is going to be finished, which means that we're going to be able to ship that out soon and have an announcement about when that's going to be properly released. So, yeah, that's what's going on with that. And you can see it behind me. It's back there.
Love that, man. Love that. Well, you can find links to that down in the description, as always. Make sure you guys go pick up Ghost of the Badlands and help dominate Amazon, of course.
I just bought the hardcover.
Look at that.
Oh, Godspeed. Thank you, man.
Look at that. It is Blabs' birthday, so I would imagine Blabs is going to be doing some sort of stream tonight, right, Blabs?
Yeah, I'm playing Uno and may or may not be drinking while playing Uno.
Okay, well, don't be too drunk for tomorrow. Make sure you show up with...
I play Uno.
Don't have a hangover coming in tomorrow, okay?
Brochacho Uno.
Yeah, dude, it's on like Donkey Kong.
Love it.
I don't even know.
Well, make sure
I mean,
you guys
Craig
go...
wouldn't even know because he's never finished the Donkey Kong game.
Right.
What are you talking about, Blabs? Listen, I'll tell you this right now. You need to stop. But I'll say this: go support Blabs tonight as she's streaming Uno. Wish her happy birthday and all that fun stuff. All right, guys, thanks very much for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow on the Side Scrollers Place channel. I have to take care of some stuff around the house as 80-mile-an-hour winds will mess things up. But with that said, you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central Time, when we're back at it again. Thanks so much for growing the show. Let somebody know that we have this thing going every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Central Time. Go check out Extrazero and the Legion of Memers. Go check out Razor on his channel. Go check out Blabs. And, of course, hit the thumbs up button on your way out here. Appreciate you guys popping in. Remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.
Fatality.